Well, Maria Jose, so we are going to start right now with the warming up, okay?
Mhm.
Okay, look at this. You are going to help me out to complete this, okay? Well, for example, I asked if she had work. This is like the reported way. This is the guided way. So you are going to help me out to know which one is the one, all right? Go ahead.
Okay, I asked if she had work. The green one
Okay,
for the first one.
all right. How about this one? I asked if she would work.
The first one, the
The
will you
blue
work?
one. Okay. I asked if she was working.
The red one. Are you
The
working?
red one. This one.
Yes.
Okay. And this one would be the last one, right? Let's
Mhm.
check. Okay. More than perfect. Okay. That's great. Maria Jose, I need a little bit about of background about you. Well, I need to know who you are, what do you do, and where are you from? And where do you live?
Okay. So I'm Maria Jose Fernandez. I live in Bogota.
Mhm.
My neighborhood is Salitre.
Okay, I
And
know.
I lived in Salitre like 10 years ago.
Okay, close to the Terminal del Norte, right?
Yes, I live really close.
Okay, all right.
And also I graduate at
Mhm.
Tour of Architecture
Okay,
and I'm looking for a job at this moment.
but you got your diploma.
Yes, I
All
already have
right.
it.
Okay, so right away I imagine that you are just preparing in English, looking for jobs, right?
Right.
Okay, that's good. So look at this. I have these people chatting here, right?
Mhm.
And here we have some. Look at this picture, like, excuse me, let me say, hi, are you enjoying the party? I really enjoyed. I'm absolutely the best tennis player. That's a great time. So then, blah, 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 blah. Okay, well, what is the idea? We're going to try to give some definitions to these words based on the pictures, okay?
Okay.
Look at this. It's a good idea to try out different topics to get a conversation going, and the conversation starter does just that. Okay, what do you think is like the picture that best represent a conversation starter?
Mm, conversation start.
It's in this form.
I think
Uh,
the B because it's saying hi, like introduce uh, himself.
uh-huh. Okay, excellent. It's this one, right? A conversation starter. So it's basically how would you define a conversation starter?
It's like the way to have like the first contact, like
Uh-huh.
like greetings.
Okay, right. Well, and do we have maybe any similar expression to define a conversation starter in Spanish?
Mm, like literally conversation starter.
No, literally, maybe like a similar expression that we have to express this kind of idea.
I think so, but I'm not sure.
Which one?
Like romper el hielo.
Oh, kind of. Well, actually, the conversation starter breaks the ice easily, right?
Mhm.
But a conversation starter in Spanish or in our Colombian Spanish is like el entrador,
Ah, okay, yes.
right? Es que es más entrador, is that one, okay? Or it's basically el parlero que llamamos nosotros, is
Mhm.
that one, all right? Okay, can you help me reading the second one, please?
Yes. Talking about your accomplishments too much is often considered rude, but that doesn't stop the braggart.
The braggart. Which one is the braggart in A, C, and D?
Mm, the C?
No.
No?
The braggart, it's letter D. The braggart is the person who is always saying, I'm the best and I'm the best of the best of the best ones and blah, 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 blah. Right? So it's
Okay.
a person that is always like looking over your shoulders, like, all right? Like, for example, in your university, who were the most braggart professionals? For example, when I was studying in my university, medicine students were the braggas, the most braggart people in the world. They didn't walk, they levitate. Yeah. In your
No.
university.
I don't know how to say that, like that career. De administración.
Managers.
Mhm.
Yes, yes, definitely. They are the fufu or the fufu, right?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay. How would you translate braggart?
Braggart.
Mhm.
Pues no es una palabra exacta, pero sería como el que se cree lo mejor.
There is one word in
Lo que me
Spanish.
acuerdo con
Is
él, es cierto.
presumido.
Presumir, ok.
Presumido. Yes, exactly like that. Okay, look at this one. Say nice things about others is customary for the complimenter. So what is a complimenter and which one is like the picture that best represent this word?
Mm, y
Yes, excellent. What's a complimenter, Maria Jose?
someone that always is looking like for saying something good.
Exactly. Hey, what a nice shoes, right? Those
Mhm.
ones, right? Okay, in Spanish, do we have a word maybe to refer to this kind of person?
Mm, no,
No, I have
no.
one. Adulador.
Adulador, ok.
In more Colombian, Chipchombian way Spanish, we have el lambón.
Sí, el amor.
Okay? Exactly, it's that one, all right?
Ok.
Okay, we have this one. Can you help me reading number 4?
Yes. It's rude to ignore your conversation partner, but the wandering mind does it anyway.
What's the
Mm,
picture that best represents this word?
¿Sí?
Okay, see, I really enjoyed. Okay, what's a wandering mind?
Wandering. I think it's someone that ignores the other person.
Excellent, yes. Do we have maybe a word in Spanish or expression that maybe represents this word?
Wandering mind. No.
No? Okay, there is like a way to say it, and it's like el me vale,
Mhm.
me resbala, right? Is that one. But it's not the same. Okay, talking about topics that interest you is fun, unfortunately. The board interesting to no one else. Who's the board?
Where isn't it? Eh, mm,
Hmm.
maybe F.
It's the F1. Okay, and do we have a word in Spanish for the word?
Tables. Eh, no.
No, el aburrido.
Bueno, pensé que era otra. Listo.
Okay, read number 6, please.
It's usually considered impolite to interrupt people, but the interrupter is always jumping into the conversation out of turn.
So it's basically this one, right?
Mhm.
Okay. And the interrupter is basically that, el metido, right? Okay.
Sí.
So I have a question. Are you one of those kind of people? Or maybe sometimes have you been one of those guys?
Yes, sometimes I can be the conversation starter,
Okay.
and I think also the board sometimes.
All right. Okay.
When-
All right. All right. Well, that's great. That's great. Okay. So look at this. What are we going to do now with these words? I want you to pay attention to the grammar construction that we are using here. All right?
Okay.
Okay. So look at this one. For example, it's a good idea to. Yes.
Yes.
It's considered rude. Say nice things about others is customary for.
Mhm.
It's rude to ignore your conversational partner and talking about topics, right? Is interesting too. All right. Well, let me give you a better idea about this.
Okay.
Okay. The idea is to use the infinitive and gerund phrases to give opinions. All right. And you have two options. You can say, for example, it's rude to ignore your conversation partner, or you can start with the principal verb. What is the principal verb here?
Ignore.
Ignore. With the ing. And saying exactly the same idea. For example, ignoring your
Mhm.
conversation partner is rude. And we are saying exactly the same, you see? So I know
Yes.
it's rude to ignore your conversation partner, or ignoring your conversation partner is rude. The same here. It's a good idea to try out different topics. Or you can say, trying out different topics is a good idea. You see? So what are we doing? We are just changing the order, trying to start with the verb, with the main verb with an ing, okay? Yes, you got it?
Yes. Okay.
Okay. Now, there is something important here, all right? And is that the word considered, this one,
Mm-hmm.
may also follow be in this kind of sentences, right? For example, it's considered impolite to interrupt people, or interrupting people is considered impolite. So we need to have most of the times the verb to be, right?
Okay.
Okay. And in some occasions, we can use the for, right? For example, it's customary for the complimenter to say nice things about others, or saying nice things about others is customary for the complimenter, all right? But we are
Mhm.
doing basically the same, right?
Yes.
Okay, yes?
Yes.
Okay, well, so my dear, questions.
No, it's clear.
Okay, it's clear, all right, that's great, okay? Well, now, here we have some other examples, but it's basically the same. Look at this. It's difficult for her to talk about her feelings openly, right? I want you to help me with something. You are going to help me to transform this first sentence, starting with a yellow, all right? It's difficult for her to talk about her feelings openly.
Mm, talking.
Mhm.
It's difficult for her to talk. Talking about her feelings openly is difficult for her.
Perfect. What about the second one? It's customary for North Americans to make frequent eye contact.
Mm, making frequent eye contact, it's customary for North Americans.
Perfect. No problem, okay? Well, now, in negative, we can do exactly the same. There's no problem with that. You can take, for example, it's considered not to thank, or not thanking people, it's considered rude, okay? There is
Okay.
no any difficulty with that. We apply the normal rules of gerunds and infinitive.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now, the adjectives like glad, happy, and pleased cannot be used with the it's an adjective infinitive. I mean, We cannot do that. It's difficult for, it's customary for with glad, happy, and pleased. Okay, we cannot do that. It's not good. Okay. For example, most parents are happy to see their children go to college, but we don't say happy seeing. No, we don't use that. All right. Okay. Good.
Okay. Yes.
Well, I need to know if you have any question about that.
I have a question of vocabulary. What is delighted?
Which one? Delighted.
Delighted.
Okay, complacido.
Okay.
Complacido. Okay. All right.
And please, pleases?
It's basically the same. Es casi que lo
Okay.
mismo. All right.
Yes.
Good. Okay. Now, look at this. We are going to do a short exercise. All right. You are going to help me out to transform sentences. Okay. The idea is to practice a little bit and then talk a little bit. All right.
Okay.
Okay. Well, so do you have any questions or it's okay in this moment?
No, it's okay.
Okay. All right. Here we go with expressions. So you are going to help me with, for example, it's inappropriate to talk about politics at work or school. Here, talking about politics at work or school is inappropriate. Okay? That's the logic. So let's go with this one, with the second one. Using certain gestures is impolite in some foreign countries. So
Yes, certain gestures, it's impolite. It's impolite. It's. Espérame un segundo. ¿Me puedes dar un segundo? Es que mi mamá entró.
Don't worry, don't worry. Take your time. Take your time.
I'm ready. Sorry.
Don't worry, it's okay.
Using gestures. It's impolite to use certain gestures in some foreign countries.
Okay, you got it. All right, now how about the number 3? Asking someone's age is often considered rude.
Asking some. It's considered rude to ask someone's age.
Exactly, you got it. Okay, how about this one? Number 4. It's not unusual in the US to address a professor by his or her first name.
What is address?
Address is like como llamarlo por.
Okay.
Como apuntar a.
I think it will be addressing a professor by his or her first name is not unusual in the United States.
You got it. Okay, number 5. Hugging friends when you greet them is customary in many cultures.
Okay. It's customary in many cultures to hug a friend when you greet them.
Exactly, that's great. Number 6. Asking strangers if they are married is inappropriate in some countries.
Okay. No. It's inappropriate to ask to strangers if they are married in some countries.
That's great. No problem, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, we are going to talk about culture, all right? What's appropriate. Okay. So, you are from Bogota, right?
Right.
That means that we have some rules to follow, all right? There are some like cultural background rules that we normally follow. And we are going to do it using these words. Look at this. A compliment. A compliment is positive or negative or neutral?
Positive.
Okay, an insult?
Negative.
And an appropriate?
Positive.
And a bad form,
Negative.
inappropriate,
Negative.
normal,
Neutral.
good, offensive,
Negative.
polite,
Positive.
rude,
Negative.
okay, strange,
Negative.
typical,
Typical. Typical is typical.
yes,
Okay. Neutral.
you got it, and unusual,
I think negative.
you got it, okay, you got it, all right, no problem, okay, so the questions here are important, all right, what are
Okay.
the questions here? And it's about our culture, all right? For
Yes.
example, in Rololandia, you are going to tell me, for example, I know that it's a compliment to say someone else that is dressing something really chic, all right? Okay, now you, a compliment in Cundinamarca.
Compliment.
Mhm.
Maybe to tell someone that their smile is really nice is a compliment.
Okay, so it's, for example, it is a compliment too, right?
Okay.
Yes? Okay, good. Okay, now, an insult, for example, I think that it is an insult to receive, not to receive, when you visit someone, the things that they want to give you for eating, right? For
Okay.
example, if I offer you, I don't know, passion fruit juice, and I say no, it is an insult to do it, right? Okay, how about you?
I think it's an insult when you arrive to to a new home or a new space
Mhm,
without anything.
mhm. Okay, excellent. Something appropriate in Bogota.
Appropriate. It's appropriate to wear a raincoat in Bogota.
Good. For example, a bad form. You know what is that? A bad form? Any idea what is that?
A
A,
what?
a bad form. This.
No, like a bad way?
Exactly, yes. Una forma grosera o una
Oh.
forma poco decente de, right? For example, I think that it is a bad form not to let people get out from Transmilenio first before you get in.
Mm.
I think it's a bad form. Okay, what example do you have?
Mm, I think it's a bad form not espera. Not to give the space for the pedestrians.
Okay, yes,
To
yes,
walk.
yes. Yes, I understand. Yes, like the sidewalks, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. Something inappropriate. For instance, I think that it is inappropriate to keep looking someone else directly to the eyes for too much time.
Okay, yes. Mm, I think it's inappropriate to look others' phone like in Transmilenio.
Ajá.
It's gossip.
Okay. All right. Something normal. I think it is normal to give or to provide some bread when you visit someone in someone else's house.
Okay. Eh, in some in some houses, it's normal to take out your shoes before you get in.
Okay. All right. Yes. Okay. Offensive. For example, I think that it is offensive for Bogotanos to be compared to paisas.
Mhm. Yes.
Okay, what else? Offensive for you?
It's offensive to offensive. I think it's offensive when you are like making the line in the Transmilenio and so
Mhm.
and ¿cómo se dice colar?
Break the line.
Break the line and someone break the line.
Break into the line, break into the line.
Breaking, okay, breaking to the line.
Ajá, es como irrumpir la fila, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's great, that's great. All right, now, something polite. I think it's really polite to say thanks when someone else give you a favor or ask you for a favor.
Mhm.
Okay, how about you?
I think it's polite when like saying good
Okay,
morning.
it is polite to, it is
Okay.
polite
It is
it
polite
to,
to say good morning or good afternoon to the
mhm,
like to the bus driver.
uh-huh. Okay, all right, that's great. Okay, rude. I think it is rude to push people to make people enter to Transmilenio.
Mhm. Okay. Rude. I think it's rude when people start like yelling to each other.
Uh-huh. Okay. All right. Okay, it's good. Okay, strange. I think it is strange to ask an strange to give you money.
Okay, yes, that's true. Strange. It's strange when people like the other people ask you to like if they can pass with you like in the Transmilenio. Ay, ¿cómo se dice eso? Como el torniquete.
At the register machine.
Ujú.
Okay, okay, yes, that's great. Okay, typical. It is typical in Bogota to eat bread during the breakfast time.
Mhm. Typical. I think it's typical to eat ajiaco on weekends.
Mhm. Okay, excellent. All right, okay, that's good. The unusual, we are not going to do it. Okay,
Okay.
did you understand?
Yes.
Difficult?
No.
It's extremely simple, right? Okay,
Yes.
now we are going to do a short listening, okay? We're going to do a short listening to practice those listening abilities, okay?
Okay.
Well, look at this, it's here. So you're going to listen to three conversations at different parties. Who is speaking in each one? Okay, number one, number two, number three. And you are going to tell me what closing phrase, so a conclusion phrase, a concluding phrase, is used to end each conversation. Okay, here we go. One, two, and three.
Unit 5, Communication. Lesson A. Page 38. Exercise 5. Party Talk. Part A. Listen to 3 conversations at different parties. Who is speaking in each one? 1.
Hi, are you Pete?
Yes, hello.
I'm Liz Morton, Tom Morton's mother.
Oh, right. Nice to meet you, Mrs. Morton.
You too. So, are you enjoying the party?
Yeah, it's great. This might be the last time I see some of these people for a long time, so I've been pretty busy trying to make sure I get a chance to talk to everyone.
You know, it's strange to think that all you kids are graduating. Do you have any plans after graduation?
Well, I've applied for a teaching job overseas. I guess I'll probably find out if I got the job or not next week.
You're more adventurous than Tom. I can't believe he's going to take a job right here in town. But it's a good job, I guess. And of course, I would miss him if he went far away.
Yeah, I know. My mom doesn't want me to go far away either. Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. I think another friend of mine is leaving. Excuse me, Mrs. Morton. I need to say goodbye to him before he goes.
Oh, sure. It was great to meet you, Pete.
2.
Hey, Jim. Great music. What group is it?
I don't know. It's the radio. Maybe they'll say after it's over.
Well, it's a good thing Cheryl isn't here, or she'd make me dance to it. You know, she loves that old-fashioned dancing.
Yeah, I know. Meg is the same way.
Myself, I haven't danced since my wedding day, and I intend to keep it that way.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Although I do like this old-fashioned dance music, the bands back in those days could really play. Not like today. It's all image now, you know?
Oh, I don't know about that. It's just the styles change, that's all. I mean, a lot of those pop stars are actually pretty talented.
You really think so?
Sure. Actually, I've been listening to this music my grandson left on my computer last Thanksgiving. It's some of that, what do you call it? That hip-hop music.
You what? You've got to be kidding me.
No, a lot of it isn't bad. I mean, at least the lyrics are about something, you know?
I don't know.
No, try it. You'll see. Wait. I'll play it now.
I'd rather go out dancing. Anyway, I should get going. I'll call you later.
3.
Okay, number 3.
Jenny, this is delicious. I love stuffed grape leaves. Yeah, me too. It all tastes delicious. Do you think they made all this themselves, or did they have it catered? Oh, no. George is a great cook. Why would they cater it? Really? Oh, yeah. George cooks? You didn't know that? Lynn's always saying that's half the reason she married him. Well, that is a good reason. Is she ever lucky? I wish my husband liked to cook. He completely avoids anything that has to do with the kitchen. You know, my husband's talking about signing up for an Italian cooking class on Saturdays. I hope he does it. Oh, I wonder if I could convince my husband to do that. I'd sure love being the taste tester for his recipes. Exactly what I was thinking. Well, I'll let you know when the class starts. Great. Please do. In the meantime, I think I'll go mention it to him. Talk to you soon.
Okay. All right, got it?
Yes.
Okay, so number 1, who are talking?
A teacher and her student.
Okay, and what closing sentence did they use to say goodbye?
He said that a friend is going, so he have to say goodbye.
Okay, good job. Number 2, who are talking?
2 older friends.
You got it. And what closing sentence did they use?
I call you later.
You got it. Okay, number 3.
2 wives.
Okay, and what did they use to say goodbye?
Talk to you soon.
All right, that's great. Okay, difficult?
No.
Extremely simple, right? Okay, we're going to practice a little bit about the reported speech because this is something that you are going to use later, right?
Okay.
Okay, well, so the reported speech, I'm not going to use this. I'm going to use basically our own language. Okay, I'm going to make an evaluation about reported speech. What's the problem with reported speech, my dear Maria Jose? Normally, the students have problem with reported speech because they don't know how to use it in Spanish. And it results that reported speech is the same in English and in Spanish. They are basically the same.
Okay.
They don't have any difference. They are exactly the same. Exactly the same. How is that? Well, for example, I'm going to say something to you. I'm going to evaluate you first in Spanish to know if you really understood it in Spanish, right? And then
Right.
if you don't understand it in Spanish, I'm going to fix first your Spanish and then to fix your English. Okay?
Mhm.
Okay. Now, look at this. For example, if I say, mi nombre es Diego. Yes. And you want to say, él me dijo que qué.
Él me dijo que se llama Diego.
Incorrect. And if I say this, yo vivo en Itagüí.
Él me dijo que vive en Itagüí.
Incorrect. And if I say, for example, yo soy de Bogotá.
Él me dijo que es de Bogotá.
Incorrect. The
No.
three of them are totally wrong. That's the problem. And that's why most of the students have problems using the reported speech because we don't know how to do it in our own language.
Okay.
Okay, oh, sorry. Well, look at this. For example, here, mi nombre es Diego. Él me dijo que
Se llama Diego.
to reported speech, we use exactly the same words, but according to the time. So, que su nombre era Diego. Okay, look, I am using exactly the same words, right? But there is something else. For example, if I say, yo vivo en Itagüí, él me dijo que qué.
Que él vivía en Itagüí.
Perfect. Que él vivía, right, en Itagüí. And if I say, y yo soy de Bogotá, él me dijo que qué.
Que él es de Bogotá.
Que él era
Ah,
de
ok. Él
Bogotá.
era.
So what happened? Even if I'm from Bogotá, and even if I still live in Itagüí, this information was given previously, and that's why we have to report it every present to the past.
Okay.
And the same happened in English. For example, my name is Diego. He told me
He
that,
told me that his name was Diego.
perfect. You got it. And if I say I live in Itagüí,
He told me he lived in Itagüí.
excellent, that he lived in Itagüí, excellent. If I say I am from Bogotá,
He was from Bogotá.
he told me that he was from Bogotá. Excellent, you got it.
Okay.
You got it. Every present goes to the past. For example, if I say this, I am playing soccer. What is the reported speech of that? I am playing soccer.
He told me he was playing soccer.
Perfect. And if I say this, I have worked for long hours. How would be the reported speech?
He told me he had worked for long hours.
Perfect. You got it. Difficult?
No.
No, it's extremely simple. Just that we have to remember that every sentence in whatever present version we have is going to pass to the past version, right? Okay. Now, what happens if I do this? Hamburguesa ayer. Okay. Oh, una hamburguesa de desayuno. So, how would you report it? In Spanish, él me dijo que ¿qué?
Él me dijo que se había comido una hamburguesa de desayuno.
Que él se había comido muy bien. Y sigo esto. Yo fui. Hace 2 semanas.
Entonces,
So,
él me dijo que fue a Manizales,
mm-mm,
o sea, bueno,
no.
¿no?
Que él había ido.
Que él había ido a Manizales. Ok,
Ajá, que él había ido. Ajá, que él había ido. All right?
ok.
Yes? Okay, and if I say, for example, I don't know, yo visité a mi papá.
Él me dijo que él había visitado a su...
Perfect. ¿Cuál es el había en inglés?
Mm, he had,
Exactly, yes. For example, if I say I ate a burger, yes, you say, he told me,
he told me he had
that he had eaten a
a...
burger.
Ok,
Excellent. Every single past goes to the past perfect. Okay?
ok,
Yes, you got it?
yes.
Okay, difficult?
A little bit.
Okay, now let's practice. Okay, we're going to practice a little bit about that. What is the idea? We are going to use the reported speech. Okay?
Mhm.
So try to do your best. Okay? So here we go. Okay, let's start with with something simple. Remember, present to past, past to past perfect. Okay? The rest, for example, will goes with
Would.
words. Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Okay, ready?
Yes.
Okay, let's start with this one. Okay, go ahead. You are a wizard, Harry. Harry affirmed.
Harry from the Harry. Hagrid affirmed that Harry was a wizard.
That Harry was a wizard. This one.
Mhm.
Perfect. No problem. Okay. Do you really have the scar? Ron asked.
Mm, do you really have? Asked. The last one. Ron asked if Harry really had the scar.
Excellent. You got it. Okay.
Do you want anything of the trolley? There's the trolley lady asked. The trolley.
Mhm.
Do you... the blue one, the trolley lady asked if they want anything from the trolley.
This one, the second one?
No, the blue one.
The blue one. Excellent. You got it. Okay, this one.
Don't worry about my phone. Mm, maybe the orange?
Orange. Yes, darling, you did it perfectly okay. All right? Okay, okay.
Only
Look at
one
this.
will die tonight, said Sears. The red one. Sirius said that only one will die that night.
Okay, this one.
Yes.
All right, let's go. Yes, you got it, darling. Okay, okay, let's go with the last one. It's your turn now. Here you saw Harry.
The red one.
No, darling, excellent. Okay, let's go with this one.
I will have color from Bellatrix. No. The pink one.
Okay. No, darling, excellent. You got it. Okay, take my hand, ask Jenny.
Ginny asked- The red one? Ginny asked Harry took her hand. I didn't know.
Yes, you got it. No problem, dear. The last one was the last one. Only I can live forever.
Only he can. The orange, Voldemort.
Okay. Aha, great job. The last one, almost perfect.
The sorting hat takes her into account. Takes. The last one, the blue, Harry's.
Okay. Dear, was perfect game. Good job. Great job. Okay, difficult?
No.
Just have to keep practicing, okay? Do you have any question?
No.
Okay, my dear, practice a lot the reported speech. The most important part is that you have already understood the topic, okay? So, darling, questions?
No, I think it's clear. It's practice.
Okay, that's perfect. Okay, my Majo, thank you for coming. You did a great job. Remember to keep practicing, okay?
Okay, thank you so much, Diego.
Okay, see
Bye.
you.
Goodbye.
Bye. Goodbye.